Hey, good morning, everybody. It's it's I don't know, maybe 6:15 in the morning on Thursday. I'm just outside the hockey rink, just talking to a client actually, who is out in Nova Scotia, a new client, potential new client, and it made me think of a video, a little tip, management tip or a management screening tip. So here it is. It's very important that before you pick a property management company, you understand their process and understand how the model works, understand how the system works. So management companies typically don't get paid their 10% until the property is rented out. So if you're not approving the tenant that the management company is putting into your property, you are at massive risk, because if a management company doesn't get paid their 10% until the place is rented out, all of a sudden, and if you're not approving the tenant, all of a sudden you're going to have a tenant in your house. You don't know if they've been screened, you don't know their name, you don't know their history, you don't know what they're like on social media, you don't know if they have a dog, you don't know their credit rating, you don't know if they have a job, if they're on social assist. You know nothing about these people. You don't know if there's 10 people in the house, you have no idea. You just start getting a paycheck from the management company on the 25th, 28th of the month after they've collected rent on the 1st. So in that situation, if a management company is in full control of your property, they place a tenant because they just want to get their 10%. Rent's $1,500. They make their $150. You have your tenant. 6 months later, that tenant shitbags your house. They do a midnight move. They leave you on the hook for $10,000. Guess who's screwed? You're screwed, not the management company, because the management company now charges you $10,000 to fix it. You're on the hook for paying it. You can't go after the tenant to sue them to screw them because they screwed you. So it's very important that in order for you to protect yourself, make sure you're 1,000% of the time screening your tenants. You need to know their names, you need to know their credit, you need to know where they worked, you need to know the last 2 places they worked, you need to know their rental references. You want to make sure that 1, the tenant's going to pay on time. 2, that the tenants are going to take care of the property. Now, unfortunately, those 2 things you don't know until I actually move into the house. But the third most important thing you want to know is you want to make sure that if the tenant screws up, trashes your house, that you can sue and win. Those are the most important things. And the only way you can actually know that if you have somebody else doing it is if they report the information to you. Very, very important information. I have talked to so many clients in the last little while who have zero control over their property, and they think that their management company is doing it properly. It's so important that you approve your tenant if the management company is in control of everything. You have to know who's in your house. You have to. Like, I own a lot of real estate and I know every single tenant who enters my property. I approve every single application. Make sure you're doing the same. With that said, good luck investing. It's December, oh man, what is it? It's December 20th. Christmas is 4 or 5 days away. Wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon.